isn't on minimum wage. That is tons of people who make more than minimum wage saying, I think they should make higher wages. This is clearly, I think, a message that could win.
And I think something that helps you in states like that, Maine is one of them. Plenty of times the people of Maine on referenda have said, this is what I want, beyond the shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
And in Florida as well. In Maine, it was ranked choice voting, and they had to do it twice because the legislature was like, no, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in Florida, it was people who have basically repaid their debt to society. Can they vote now? And by a supermajority, again, it was voted for. And the Republican state legislature was like, nah, that's not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
And they said no.
Yeah, love it when
so
the legislature
vow to uphold, vow to vote yes. And tell people that. Like, listen, the same reason you're voting for this as a referendum, instead of just trusting that your politicians will make this stuff happen for you, is the same reason you should vote against your existing state politician. Because they're lying. They just want you to think that they're got your best interests at heart, when really we now have them on record undoing what you told them to do.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna run down a few other awesome things that happen around the country. Oregon became the first state to decriminalize drug possession, not marijuana possession, drug possession, like all of them. Doesn't mean it's legalizing everything, but it is decriminalizing all of those drugs. Colorado voters rejected a 22-week abortion ban. Colorado voters approved a paid family leave program, two awesome ones for Colorado. California approved a ballot measure that will allow formerly incarcerated people on parole to vote, which is great. For some reason, at the same time, people saying people on parole should be able to vote didn't think that people who are going to be 18 for a general election should be able to vote at 17 for the primary that will produce candidates for that. I don't understand why.
So weird.
It's so weird. How is that not a slam? Yeah, you know what? No, I don't want 17-year-olds in my primary. What? I mean, I guess that's the fear that some centrists have, that they would vote overwhelmingly for progressives, but they're still 17-year-olds. They would literally be the least turnout group in any of those elections, and still people didn't want to give it to them. But they did give it to people on formerly incarcerated people on parole, which is good. And in addition to Oregon, which decriminalized all drug possession, Arizona, New Jersey, South Dakota, and Montana all voted to legalize recreational marijuana. And think about what that means. That America will have been slower to do something on average that South Dakota and Montana managed in terms of legalization.
Man, go to those states. Those states are, well, I haven't been to any of them, but I've been to Vermont, and it is a trip, dude.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people who hunt high. That's all I'm saying,
Oh
John.
my God,
People
don't
who
hunt
get
high.
And go hunting. I went to Vermont and on like this weird thing. Hopefully it's still around for Rotten Tomatoes show. We did like a river runs through it Blu-ray release junket. And the people who worked at this place that they had the junket at were awesome. They're like, listen, I go hunting and I'm hot. I'm in a treehouse playing Xbox until I hear a deer, and then I pause it and I never get the deer. But it's fun.
That does sound
Just
fun.
think of it. There's a lot of ways to be that are totally fine, that might be different than what you think they are.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
it's a trip,
And
man.
with that as the transition, there were also great wins across the country for LGBTQIA+ candidates, including Sarah McBride made headlines when she became the first openly transgender state senator and highest ranking transgender official in the country. Awesome there. You have Stephanie Byers will become Kansas's first ever openly transgender elected official, and Vermont elected its first openly transgender candidate, Taylor Smalls, to the state legislature, so multiple victories there. Breonna Tattone, Colorado's first openly transgender legislator was also re-elected, and Lisa Bunker was re-elected in her post as representative for New Hampshire. All of that news causing virtually every right-wing blowhard's head to explode, because this is a topic that they think about more than literally anything else while having no understanding whatsoever. In addition, you have Mondaire Jones and Richie Torres becoming the first openly gay black men elected to Congress in New York. Michelle Rayner Goolsby became the first openly queer black woman elected to Florida's House of Representatives. Kim Jackson was elected as state senator in Georgia, the first openly queer candidate to do so. And Tori Harris became the first LGBTQ+ member of Tennessee's state legislature. So a lot of these are at the state level, but a lot of progress and representation coming out of Tuesday.
Yeah. And if you're upset with that, I'm sorry. Like, this is, and I will say that a lot, like, being cool with this is actually at the center of a lot of your all's argument as well. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
Like people who are opposed to this, it's like, so what about who they are is wrong? Nothing. Shouldn't you just let them do what they do? Shouldn't it be based on like what they actually enact? Conduct their business, not who they are.
All right, all right, all right.
So good for everybody.
Yeah, and one is not being provided.
And just a last thing, like the normalization. Like, why would you not want to normalize this?
All right, all right, all right.
And it's so good. Just make it normal. I'm tired of hearing about it. Well, if there's enough people like this in Congress, you won't hear about it because it won't be special anymore.
Yeah.
You'll be the only special one.
Yeah. And bear in mind, I made a reference there to the fact that, you know, like a Ben Shapiro or Matt Walsh, all of them talk constantly demonizing the trans community. But it's not just them. You have any number of state legislatures trying to pass laws discriminating against the community, but it's also not just them. You remember in 2016, you know, a million years ago, just in 2016, Ted Cruz, who came second in the Republican primary, one of his final campaign ads before he was an ad demonizing trans individuals for wanting to have rights to go to the bathrooms of, you know, based on their identification, talking about men pretending to be women who are dogs. That was Ted Cruz, incredibly powerful, still, who came in second and is almost certainly as it gets. So,
From a scientific perspective, the reason that Ted Cruz and all those like right-wing mentioned the reason they're so opposed to the trans community and the gay community is because of all the voters that they get from that.
Ooh.
Much like my position on the drug issue, it's like all the
Oh shit.
someone pretending to be a woman so they can get
Okay,
into the
okay.
bathroom and they sexually assault someone. The sexual assault is still illegal. Like if
Friendly
someone
UAV
walks
overhead.
into a store or something,
Enemy personal radar in the air.
pay for their meth addiction, like that the robbery is
Ooh.
illegal.
it is.
Yo, what's up, bud? Chilling on it.
Enemy in the junkyard.
Got that hoe.
Ooh. Cooling it. Yup.
Fun each day. Again, that's the day
Oh,
before.
shotty.
And if
Yeah,
you
he
get
got
to
shotty
iTunes, don't
over
forget
here.
to rate and
Jumping
review.
around like a
Sometimes I'll read them live on
Head
the show.
off.
Enemy at the warehouse.
Ooh.
Halfway there. Keep fighting.
Ooh. Shotty got her ass on. Oh.
God dang that dude. Oh, that's not a shotgun.
Ooh, shit. We got people in the back. By the
warehouse. Enemy at the shipping area. Friendly care package inbound.
Dude, you ain't shit.
Fuck. Who ain't shit?
Allied cruise missile.
Oh, this guy on the other team. Kill me with this fucking sniper.
Alright. ¿Qué onda, raza? ¿Cómo andamos? ¿Qué? ¿Qué onda, Abdiel? ¿Cómo estás, perro? ¿Vas a jugar o qué? Para que me carrees. Popcorn. Pero ¿quién me disparó? Ese vato está ahí. ¿Qué onda con esos dos camperos? Mira, uno de cada equipo. Uno mío y uno del otro. Esos vatos objetos. Me falta poquito volumen a esta madre, ¿verdad? Ahí está. Vete, Poco. Culo.
Personal radar drone ready for escort. Copy. Jaguar 30
Hijo de su madre. Abdi, no, estaba cambiando de computadora y me toca que poner la nueva. Pero ya tengo la computadora lista, ya estoy jugando la nueva. Ahora tengo que ponerle todo para que jale el American Truck. Las cámaras y todo el pedo, Pero ahí andamos. ¿Cómo te ha ido a ti? ¿Cómo ves, Abdiel? Abdiel. Tengo que ir por la medicina, güey. No voy por la pinche medicina. La medicina. Tengo que ir por mi medicina. Vamos a ver, espérame. A ver. Aquí está. Vamos a ver si está jugando alguien de mis compas. Ayer empecé a jugar con unas personas nuevas. Eran perros para este juego, Ya me lo ganamos, nos quedamos en cuarto lugar en una partida. Alguien que juegue, que quiera jugar. Para agregarlo. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué onda? ¿Quién anda por ahí en Twitch? A ver, tenemos 2 personas en Twitch. Espérame, vamos a hacer algo. A ver, ahora sí, vámonos. Ahora sí, vámonos. No le di, güey. ¿Qué pedo? Uno. Que la verga. You lost the lead. Es que eso los tenía que haber matado ahí, ahí la cagué yo gacho. Ahora perro me asusta. Era una planta, güey. Pensé que era una cabecita ahí. Y ahorita lo voy a romengar la cabeza, güey. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Somos solos o qué?
Reloading!
No, está todo el equipo completo. ¿Qué onda? Gracias por el like, Evelyn Valdés. Vamos a ver. ¿Cuánta la raza, güey? No mames. ¿Qué pedo? Que la chica por andar viendo acá el teléfono.
Grenade out!
Vamos a ver, vamos a ver el reino.
I'll cover, let's go.
El reino del revés. Vamos a ver el reino del revés. Son of a bitch. Ahí estaba el güey. Son of a bitch. Vamos, no se les olvide echarme la mano compartiendo, Ya saben, ya saben. Que la me pensé que era un mono ese. Que la verga. Bitch. San Antonio. Morras, agréguenme para jugar un Warzone ahorita.
Grenade out! Enemy UAV on there. Reloading.
Necesito ser acarreado. Ta. Dale, güey. Campero de mierda. Ese campero de caca, güey. Era un campero de caca. Campero de pope. Ahora, perra, me asustas. Me asusta. Ten cuidado.
Reloading.
Me asustas.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Me asusta, pero me gusta.
Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
Yo miro un güey ahí arriba,
Move it. Just the left, soldier.
Ahí estaba, ¿lo viste? Que la madre, güey. ¿Qué onda, Sergio? ¿Cómo andas, perro? ¿Cómo andas o qué, perro? ¿Todo bien o qué? ¿Qué hora te levantaste hoy? Ese pinche Sergio. Es el mero jefe de aquí, el güey.
Reloading.
Ese pinche Sergio es la mera ñonga de aquí de este.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Me agarraron entre todos, güey, ¿viste? Sergio es la mera ñonga de aquí, No, no le gusta. Es la mera ñonga. Dile, güey. ¿Dónde está?
We're losing ground. Step it up. Reloading.
Ese puto me quería chingar, güey.
Enemy cruiser. Reloading.
Me tiene bien checado ese güey, ¿viste?
Reloading. Enemy's halfway there. Step it up. Enemy UAV overhead.
¿Qué onda, Juan? ¿Cómo estás, perro? No, raza, no se los olvide compartir, ¿Qué dice Juanito? ¿Cómo te ha ido, qué? Granada. Ajá. Hijo de tu pin. Hijo de tu. Hijo de tu. Hijo de tu. Hijo de tu.
Enemy cluster strike
A ver,
incoming.
lo
Take
que
cover.
levante la mano los que se levantaron crudos hoy. Que levante la mano los que se levantaron crudos hoy. Está la raza, güey. Y ya me lo chingado ese güey. ¿Qué onda, Tina? ¿Cómo estás? Y sí, aquí el que tenga algún problema, comuníquese con Sergio. Ese güey los arregla de volada, El cagalospo número 1.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Nada más, ya sabes tú, Sergio. Puedes decir lo que quieras, nomás no preguntes cómo poner música.
Has this guy been this annoying this whole time, bro? Damn.
What?
Ooh. Thank you for...
Ok, ese güey sabe qué traía.
Contact.
Que levante la mano. Audio. Ahí está.
Reloading. I'm with you.
Que levante la mano.
I'm with you.
Ahí está.
Grenade out.
Eso. Bienvenida, Mr. Tina. Tina Turner. Tú, Sergio. Nomás no preguntes a cómo poner música. ¿Qué es lo que pasó? ¿Te acuerdas?
Setting Claymore.
Ahora, perro, me asusta.
Reloading.
Me asusta ese güey.
Grenade out. Reloading.
¡Oh! A pronto iba a follar yo, güey. Yo lo quería follar ese güey.
Oh my god, bro.
Vas a ver, güey.
5, okay. Getting caught between all these dudes, man. They're like all camping in the middle. They're all camping mid, bro.
¿Ese pedo qué? ¿Por dónde se fue?
Enemy UAV overhead. Less than a minute. Time's running out. It's now or never.
Less than a minute.
Cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Enemy UAV overhead. We got movement.
Dale, güey. Ahora, perro, me asusta.
Reloading.
Me agarraron entre tres ahí.
Enemy at the center.
30 seconds. Time's up. Move your arms.
Pinche de ese vato. Venga, el pobre vato, güey. Aún recuerdo, güey, ese vato.
Contact.
Creo que ya le quité el ban, güey. Nomás se lo puse un ratillo ahí. Para cagarle. ¿Estás acostado? ¿Te dio sueño activo? ¿Qué perro? Que ese güey le había dado sueño, güey. Estaba acostado ahí. No le había dado
Learn
sueño,
from the
güey.
loss. Come back home.
Mira, güey, quedé en primer lugar, güey. No mames. ¿Qué más quieres? ¿Qué más quieres de mí, pinche Sergio? ¿Qué más quieres de mí, perro? Dice Tina. Ya yo estoy aquí en Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. Oye, ¿y tú qué parte o qué? A ver. ¿Y de qué parte? A ver, oye, necesito que se meta gente para que me acarreen en el Warzone, culo. Necesito que se arme el equipo de volada. Órale, allá la mera vena de las tacuachos, ¿verdad? Tina.
Detonation is good. Re-engaging. Target those vehicles.
La troquita tumbada y la troquita levantada.
Calling in fire, mission 3-1. Roger, moving
Ahora le tienen ahorita. ¿Cómo se llama la página para seguirte? ¿Así tiene OTG o qué? Ya me ando defendiendo un poquito más, pinche.
Team deathmatch. Get your teeth out. Time to hunt.
Ya me defiendo un poco más, culo, no chingue. Ya me defiendo más, Órale.
All drive, hands off.
Ah, güey. No, hay mis respetos a California, güey. Por ellos ganamos contra de Trump.
We have the lead.
Porque por Texas fueron tronados como sapos, Texas el cañón.
Grenade out! Reloading. You lost the lead. I'm taking fire.
Ese vato era para que lo fuera matado yo,
Reloading. Reloading.
Se moría ese güey. No se moría ese hojaldra, güey.
Friendly UAV online.
No mames, no mames. Ándele, güey.
Target down.
Me falta un poquito de mira, Sí, pinche Texas no. Oye, pero yo trabajo con puros
UAV overhead.
gringos y son a toda madre, Nomás que sí le iban a Trump. Le iban a Trump. Pero ya ganamos. Ya van a legalizar la marihuana, ¿Y tú qué juegos juegas, Tina?
We're losing control.
Yo antes jugaba PUBG Mobile, pero como ya no tengo... Mi equipo se quedó muy atrás. Ya dejé de jugarlo, Es que mi equipo se quedó muy atrás,
Enemy
Me
personal
agüité,
radar in
gacho
the
de
air.
madre. ¿Dónde está? Que levante la mano. ¡Oh! Ándele, güey.
We're in the lead.
Vamos, raza, no se los olvide compartir,
Enemy contact. Friendly UAV online.
Oye, ¿qué pedo, güey? Muy mal ahora, Es que me falta una mira. Tengo que poner una mira más grande a este.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Para poder defenderme. Voy a ponerle una mira.
Enemy contact
Una mira
strike incoming.
3.
Take cover.
La vamos a cambiar por láser. Ahora sí, vamos. Así. Ahorita la otra sale, Dead by Daylight. Ese pinche Sergio. Oye, ¿también es bien castroso Sergio ya o no?
Grenade out. I see movement. Lost the lead.
Pinche Sergio. Una que lo
We're in
tumba.
the lead.
Lo tumbaron cuando estaba chiquito el güey. Ahora sí. Ahora sí, guacha, ahora sí traemos, mira. Quita uno. No, era amigo, güey. Pensé que era enemigo el perro. ¿Qué pedo? No le vi, güey.
Take it back.
estoy agüitando, güey. Me estoy agüitando.
What the fuck?
Dice, pues sí, Sergio, nomás va a ver, pero no justamente el juego. Y pinche Sergio. Te voy a poner para que me veas también a mi culo, a ver
You've lost the lead.
si me miras a mí también, A ver. Ahí está para que me veas. Ahí está.
Taking the
Ahora.
lead.
Sí, ese Sergio. Tiene datos. Tiene datos ilimitados el güey. Dale, güey. Oh, voy a empezar quiero empezar a jugar con la FAL. F-A-L. F-A-L.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Montan. Ahorita empiezan a pegar, ahorita empieza a pegar el rifle. Guachen.
Enemy at the crossroads.
Halfway there. Keep fighting.
Watchen.
Friendly UAV online.
De repente sí el gatazo. Ah, estamos jugando, Hijo de tu pinche. No me he rasurado, güey. Ahorita me quería rasurar, pero me regañan porque dejo el baño todo lleno de pelillos. Un pinche pelillo que se queda ahí, güey. Y me hacen un pinche lloradera. Y como tengo miedo de ir con el que corta el pelo, güey, porque me pega el corona. Me pega el corona después, güey.
UAV online.
Reloading.
They're here. Friendly cluster strike
Que
inbound.
la verga, güey. Ese vato con que estaba disparando, güey, de un lado me tumbó el güey. Friendly Cluster Strike le dieron. Perro. ¡La vas a matar!
Enemy cluster strike incoming.
Enemy
Take
Cluster Strike, cuidado. Cuidado porque viene un Enemy Cluster Strike. Dele, güey. Me queda una pinche cabeza, desmadrada conmigo, güey. Yo no me ando con chingaderas. ¡Oh!
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh, Sergio, yo también te voy a poner de mod, güey. Porque siempre se me había olvidado, güey. A ti, a Ricardo, güey. Como que siempre están aquí echándome el paro, güey. ¿Qué anda, güey?
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Este güey anda aquí metido, mira. ¿Qué andas haciendo aquí tu compi? Andaba aquí el güey, tío. What the fuck were you doing in there, bro?
Personal radar drone ready.
Man, bro, y'all bullshit.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Copy. Falcon 301 route for personal radar coverage.
I see movement.
Ahí están todos ahí, Personal radar coverage. ¿Qué dijo el güey? ¿Cómo se puede poner este juego en español, güey? No, lo voy a poner en español ahorita, güey. Dile, güey.
30 seconds. Time's up. Get moving.
I smoke weed every day.
Friendly UAV
Saca la cabeza, culo. smoke weed every day. Ah, por una rolita de allá de California, güey,
Smelled blood and went after it. Well done.
para que se sientan a gusto, güey, como son de California, güey. Vamos a ver, ¿cuál es el grupo que anda pegando ahorita allá de California, güey? Uy, era esta mera.
Un saludo mi compa Paco en las cámaras. 2018.
Está, güey.
Y pura fuerza rígida, viejo.
Y sí, Sergio, pero hay unos que ni siquiera pueden reversearlo, güey. Yo de perdido puedo, güey. Che vato. Good game. Thank you, Tina. Tina.
Radicamos en South Centro, el negocio.
Ya me está, ya viste, Sergio, ya me está creciendo la cualidad así como ya de California, güey.
Para ser exacto, en cuadrito los mandamos.
Ok, vamos a ver.
Hacia abajo, batallando, como la perria.
Es que así sigo, estoy entrenando así en Team Deathmatch, güey, para algún día poder jugar Warzone.
Quieren ver para abajo. No se me olvida aquel día cuando cae el compachino en la oficina lo agarraron.
Que le voy a quitar el óptico ahora.
Los azules lo rodearon, pero les pusieron saga.
Le voy a poner el... Ah, son of a bitch.
Se aventó un buen rato. Ahora lo verán contento en su RAM por la central, bien a gusto chicoteado.
Hoy no va.
Una morra por un lado.
Hoy, pa'l desestrés. Es muy enamorado.
De los corridos originales. Compa Chiquilín. Y fue
Compa
para Deco, compa
Chiquilín.
también. Hasta luego.
Ahora sí. Ahora.
Team deathmatch.
Que radicamos en su centro, Ya me la voy a cortar, güey. Nada más me la dejé para mamón. Y ahora más que se mueva así y corte. Ahí va ya. ¿Dónde están los monos? ¡Déjate caer, maná! Este pinche Sergio. O sea, por eso no lo hago. Por eso no lo he hecho moderador al güey, porque es muy cagapalos. ¿Dónde está? Compa chino. Pa'l desestrés. Que la perra. Antes tomaba, ahorita tengo como más de 2 años sin tomar, Antes sí tomaba, ahorita ya no.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Enemy at the office.
No fue el ojete ese, Que la verga. A ver. Hoy nomás. Voy a poner la música de unos corredones. Es que ya sabes, güey, que si la troca no está tumbada, tiene que estar levantada acá.
Changing max.
Que la perra. No, hombre, el otro día le eché, pero no fue gasolina, fue DEF. Es un fluido que le echas para
Enemy cruise missile.
para que no aumente tanto
Enemy at the office.
humo, algo del exhausto. Y le eché agua, pero le eché esa madre en el tanque del diésel, güey. Lo tuve que tumbar todo ahí. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Fíjate, fíjate, fíjate. Dale, güey. ¡Que la verga!
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Vamos, raza! Báilele, báilele, báilele. Tengo ganas de... Yo nunca he ido a California, güey. Tengo ganas de ir a California, güey. Y además que empiece a tomar otra vez y voy para California. Voy a ir a poner el pedo allá. Unas micheladux. Ese vato, ¿para dónde se fue, güey? Con el que me andaba peleando aquí. ¿Para dónde se iría ese vato? ¿En qué trabajas, Tina? My God. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Ok, vamos a... Decisión.
Enemies halfway there. Step it up.
Vamos. Que la pera por todos lados. ¿Qué pedo, güey? Ya son las 3, güey, ¿viste? No he hecho ni madres ahora. No me fue el día y no hice nada, güey. Como si fuera hecho algo como quiera. Gracias por compartir, Sergio Núñez. ¿Qué pedo? Ándale, güey. Todo salió.
Enemy UAV
Enemy in the
overhead.
cargo containers.
Órale, órale, órale. Me andaba preguntando el jalapeño. El jalapeño Thunder, que dónde podía encontrar a...
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Dónde le hicieran cachuchas con el logo con el logo, no sé si podrá hacer ahí. El señor jalapeño Thunder. Que la madre. Aunque la baja la música porque no estoy escuchando nada. Sí, el jalapeño le andaba buscando dónde hicieran las cachuchas con el logo.
All out, reloading.
Dale, güey.
Enemy in the office. Taking fire.
Meter Kingslayer. ¿Dónde está, güey? Presupuesto para los viewers de los de ganar playa. Y sí, vamos a playar. ¡Ah! ¡No! Espérate. Tengo que poner atención aquí, güey. Me aventó un pinche rocket launcher ese güey.
Enemy in the
Chojete.
office.
Me aventó un rocket launcher el güey. Chojaldra. Es para allá, güey. Está un güey arriba de mí, Está aquí. Güey, lo matamos entre dos. Yo sabía que había escuchado, güey. Vamos a ver. Dale, güey. Están todos ahí en el mero medio.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Órale, ya te entendí. Sí. Que le ponga vinil el güey, ¿verdad? El Stitch. Oh my god. Me aventó una sticky bomb el güey. Chojete.
Rotating mag.
Cruise missile incoming.
Que la madre. Ok, ya tengo que poner atención porque no es una ni madre. Que la madre. Fue el último que mataron, güey. Son of a...
Objective failed. Report for debrief.
Y luego, Sergio, ¿a qué hora se dormiste anoche tú, perro? Pinche Sergio. Ok. No se ha metido nadie, güey. Vamos a aventarnos uno de estos, iraguacha. Un Ground War. Ground War. Vamos a arreglar el... Vamos a poner la mira larga al rifle. La que te gusta, Sergio. La mira, güey, la mira, güey. No crees que otra cosa, güey. Ah, que la chinga. Anda. Órale, órale. Oh, sí, ¿verdad? Órdenes por todos lados con la... ¿Cómo le decían a ese güey? La mamba. La mamba. Para bailar la mamba. Oh, no, es mamba, no bamba, ¿verdad? Ahí, güey. Para bailar la bamba. ¿Qué onda, compa? ¿Cómo anda? Mira. ¿No le dará calor con ese traje? ¿No le dará calor?
Capture objectives and kill your enemy. Securing Alpha.
Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mí, para ti. Ahí arriba y arriba.
You're needed at Charlie. Reloading.
Ahorita de repente me van a dar un pinche riflazo, guacha.
We've lost Delta.
Un tan, güey.
We captured Bravo.
Son of a bitch. Vámonos aquí, vámonos a Bravo. Let's go to Bravo. Para bailar la mamba.
We've lost C.
Son of a bitch. Se va todo el... Oiga, sí le di.
Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover.
Me pegó. Dele, güey, uno. Vámonos, me muevo, vámonos. Muévete, compi, no te quedes ahí porque si no te van a hacer un chicharrón.
Missile incoming.
Muévete. Que la madre.
Stand by.
Záraba.
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Hay que ganarse. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No, están aquí ya los güeyes, ¿sí, no? Vamos, entre todos, raza, let's go. ¿Tienen bombas, culo?
Enemy VTOL jet in the AO.
Hijo, no entran estos compas, güey. Métanse para que los puchen, culo. Tiren bomba. No, no se dejan los güeyes.
Enemy gun. Enemy cruise missile incoming.
No mames, güey. Órale, órale. Ahí estamos, ahí te cargo yo. No, estos vatos nomás. No, voy a dar la vuelta, güey. Que la madre, güey. Dale. Prole. No se dejan estos. Este equipo está perro, Y nosotros somos bien mancos. Dame tu cosita. Avance, güey.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Le vas a dar un hot dog.
Enemy precision airstrike is
Denle, güey. Oh, que la chingada. Dale un hot dog de 12 inch. 12 inch.
lost Bravo.
12 inch hot dog.
Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover.
Dale un 12 inch hot dog.
Too close to friend.
Por todos lados, güey. Dale su 12 inch sub.
Reloading. Friendly UAV online.
No, güey, yo almorcé, güey. Yo almorcé, perro. Todo tuyo. Todo tuyo. Que la va, ese güey tan perro. No les puedo dar nada, güey.
Enemy VTOL jet in the AO.
¡Órale! Uno,
Missile incoming.
dos.
Enemy's halfway there.
¡Ay!
Needed at A.
Alfredo, cálmate por favor. Alfredo, cálmate por favor.
Enemy VTOL jet in the AO.
Dile a Alfredo, cálmate por favor. No, me nos están haciendo caca estos güeyes. Alfredo.
Losing Alpha.
Alfredo, cálmate por favor. ¡Grale, culo!
Reloading.
No, es que el equipo que traigo está...
Enemy VTOL jet in the AO.
Si yo soy manco, estos güeyes son más mancos,
Allied cruise missile away.
Fíjate, güey, yo soy el único que pucha a esos güeyes que quedan todos atrás. Mira, ¿dónde están? Mira.
Enemy
Motherfucker.
precision airstrike inbound.
Ya se acabó. Ya, van a aventar una nuke. ¡Wow!
Check your fire.
¡Ay, güey! Mira, güey. Hasta mataron hasta sus compas, los güeyes. Hasta sus propios amigos los mataron.
Hard day. Clean yourselves up.
Valió ñonga. Valió ñonga. Valió Sorget. Valió Sorget. Ok. Valió Sorget. Ok. A ver.
Target is acquired. Stand by for danger close. Good impact. Still hot. Going again. Missiles up. Their armor's down. Hit the infantry. Still firing. 06, Jaguar 4-1. You've got enemies inbound.
Vámonos.
East, over.
Según estos lentes son para que no te afecte la luz de la computadora. Vamos a ver si jalan.
Roger, 7-1. Target acquired. Weapons free in 5 seconds. Detonation is good. Real good.
Se viera un poquito mejor,
Capture objectives and kill your enemy. Securing Alpha.
Pero yo no puedo ver, güey. Yo no puedo usar lentes, güey.
We've got Alpha. They're taking Delta. Taking Bravo. Stand by. Enemies have Delta. We captured Bravo. You're taking Charlie.
Dele, güey.
Reloading.
Dele, güey.
We've lost C.
Me chingó el güey.
Enemy UAV overhead.
¿Qué dice Fiona la miona?
Friendly UAV online. Reloading. Enemy UAV
No
overhead.
le doy al güey.
Reloading. I'm reloading.
¿Te gustan mis lentes?
3-1, Viper 1-1 on approach, ready for tasking. What's your position?
Enemy cruise
Vamos a ver si
missile
jalan los
incoming.
güeyes.
Enemy cruise missile incoming. I'm reloading. Reload. Reload. Enemy UAV overhead. Assist your team at B.
06, Jaguar 4-1, you've got enemies inbound. Over.
Missile incoming. Lost Bravo. Reloading. Enemy precision airstrike inbound. Enemy counter UAV online. Taking Echo.
Technique good, real good. Already built vehicle.
We're taking Delta. Enemy UAV overhead. Look it away. We're holding Delta.
Y explotó el pinche UAV ese vato. ¿Qué onda, negrete? ¿Cómo andas, perro?
Securing Charlie.
Changing max.
We've got Charlie. We're losing Alpha. Grenade out! Reloading. You're needed at Charlie. Need reload.
Vámonos, vámonos. ¿Cómo dices, negrete? Oh my god. Ahorita nos aventaron una pinche nuke.
Have Alpha. Enemy cruise missile incoming. Enemy UAV overhead. Securing
Que la
Alpha.
verga, no mames.
Calling the spot, 3-1. Roger, good one, too.
Enemy cruise missile incoming. Alpha, stand by. You're holding Alpha.
Que la madre.
They're taking Alpha.
Calling in 5, 3-1.
Por ella, solo por ella.
They're taking Echo.
Dile, uno. La la.
Losing
La
Charlie.
la.
Cameras visual on that position.
Taking fire.
Un tan.
We've lost Charlie. Echo secure.
Me dieron un pinche en la mera nuca los güeyes. Me están gustando estos lentes.
Friendly
Jackie.
UAV online.
I like them. Thank you.
Shooting Bravo. Enemies at Delta. Go.
Dale, vámonos. Ese vato del rifle no lo puedo dar, güey. Mames.
Allied cruise missile away. We've lost Delta. We're losing Echo.
We're losing Echo.
Friendly counter UAV.
Dale, güey.
We're losing
Lo
Echo.
follé al güey.
Bravo. We've lost Echo.
Por ella. ¡Ay, güey! Por ella. Ahora, pendejo, te choca, güey. Ese vato chocó, güey.
Standing by. We captured Bravo.
Woo-hoo.
Good impact. Still hot. Going again.
Por ella, solo por ella. ¡Ah!
Missiles up. Their armor's down. Get the infantry.
Vámonos al tanque.
Delta, stand by.
Espérate, perro.
Reloading.
¡Ah!
Delta secure.
Too close to friendly.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Calling in final. Mission 3-1. Roger, human 1-2. Hammer
You're
is
needed
on
at
that
Alpha.
position. Target is acquired.
Dale, perro.
Good impact.
We are taking Echo.
Missiles up. Their
Dale,
armor's down.
güey.
Get the infantry.
We are
me
taking
deja?
Charlie. Losing Alpha.
Dale, güey. It's my house, bitch. My house, bitch.
Friendly UAV online. Taking Charlie. Stand by. They're taking Delta.
My house, little bitch. My house, little bitch.
Allied
Vámonos.
cruise missile away. Taking Charlie. Stand by.
Ese era mi compa, güey. Úsala.
We are taking Echo.
My house, little bitch. Grenade out!
Allied cruise missile away. Charlie secure.
Ooh, we hold all the bases. Dale. Vamos. No se dejen para que nos den la nuke.
Enemies have Echo.
Ah, ya nos quitaron eco, güey. Les quería quitar para aventar la pinche nuke. Que la verga.
Target those vehicles. No go 3-1. That's too close to friendly.
Órale, culo.
Friendly people
Hijo de tu pinche madre. ¿Qué pedo?
Reloading. Stand by.
Eso, de acá le voy a dar.
Friendly white phosphorus inbound. We've taken control.
Y aventaron un White Phosphorus.
Reloading.
Hijo de tu madre.
Roger, 7-1. Target acquired. Weapons free in 5 seconds.
Pinche desmadre que se hizo, ¿no? Mira.
Friendly Wilson deployed. They're taking Delta.
Defcon, Defcon, Defcon.
Bravo, go.
Dale, vámonos, vámonos, vámonos.
Too close to friendly.
30 segundos, dale. 26. Ah, ya.
We've lost Delta. Reloading. We are taking Bravo. Taking Delta. Stand by.
Grenade out!
Reload.
Reloading. Throwing grenade. Enemies here. We've lost Echo. Got Bravo.
Son of a bitch.
Detonation is good. Re-engaging.
Grenade out!
Los maté.
Sentry down!
Dele, güey.
Taking fire!
Necesito balas, necesito balas, necesito balas, necesito balas. Oh.
Enemy cluster strike incoming.
I need a gun. I need a bullets.
Friendly counter UAV active. Securing Delta.
Changing mag! I see movement!
Vámonos.
Radar drone standing by.
Target is acquired.
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Se pone chido esto, eh.
Grenade out!
Ooh.
Good impact. Still
Come on, baby.
Grenade out!
Por ella, solo por ella. Aquí uno fuera, aquí uno fuera.
Falcon 3 on the roof for personal radar coverage.
Need reload. Allied
Changing
cruise
mags.
missile away.
Contact!
They're crushing them. Stay with it. Personal radar destroyed. Personal radar destroyed. Reloading. Taking Delta. Stand by.
Por ella. Ja, ¿qué onda, Raúl?
I have movement.
Y pinche arboleo está muy delgadito y no me pudo. No me pudo defender el güey.
We've got Delta.
Ahí está, ganamos, Raúl, no chingues.
That's the fight. Solid work.
Ya quedó, Raúl, ya quedó la nueva computadora, Esa es la que estoy jugando ahorita. La otra la voy a... La otra, solamente le quité la tarjeta de video. Le voy a poner tarjeta de video más barata. Y se la vamos a... O sea... mi carnal y mi otro carnal me van a dar algo de dinero. Y mi hermano y mi sobrinito se va a quedar con ella. ¿Sí me entiendes? Ya se salió el chill plug. Aquí está, no. Vamos a ver si entra el güey. El chill plug. Ah, tengo una 2080 FE. Pero sí le falta un poquito de. Le falta un poquito de producto de gallina, Porque. Mira. Porque. Le tengo que bajar los gráficos. Para que me lo corra bien, güey. Porque. Como juego en 1440p. Si jugaran 1080 no había pedo, pero como juego en 1440 batalla poquito. ¿Sí me entiendes? Déjame ir al baño, Pues la 1050 Ti también jala bien, güey. Como te digo, lo que pasa es de que yo estoy jugando en 1440. ¿Qué pasó tú, Chill Plug? Pero la que voy a comprar, Raúl, va a ser la 3080 Ti, yo creo.
¿O si me oyes?
Sí, güey. Vamos a dejar poner la 3080 Ti. Y si no, voy a comprarla. Sí, güey, sí te escucho. Y si no, voy a comprar la 6900 XT. Pero es que con la otra computadora que tenía, güey, no podía ponerle el... Hay no que las tarjetas de video son ponle de un slot, de 2 slots, de 2.5, de 2.7 slots, de 3 slots. Y en la computadora que tenía, güey, solamente podía usar lo máximo 2.5 slots para tarjeta de video, ¿sí me entiendes?
Sí.
Entonces no me dejaba. Y ahorita ya la nueva computadora me puedo poner hasta 5 slots o doble GPU. Y ya tiene el power supply también, el del power de 850. Ya está lista para jugar 4K, El peor es que el monitor que tengo es solamente para 1440. Vamos a sentarnos un Warzone, ¿o qué? Raúl, ¿tú no juegas Warzone o qué? Déjame el baño de volada. Métete, Raúl. A ver, espérate, déjame ver si... Déjame para mandar aquí el para que me agreguen. Raúl, ¿sabes a cuál te recomendaría? Que consiguieras, güey, de buen precio. Y con esa ya puedes jugar en lo que quieras en 1080. La 1660 Super, güey. Eso es lo mejor que puedes comprar por el mejor precio.
¿2080 no, Eli?
Espérame, sí, la 2080 es la que tengo yo. Pero la mejor precio, calidad, es la 1660 Super. 4, 6, 4, 5, 8, 4. Métete, no hay pedo. Métete para que nos estamos los tres bancos, no hay problema. Sí, la 1650 Super, 1660 Super es lo mejor más barato que puedes comprar por buen precio. GTX. Esa es la que le voy a comprar yo para mi sobrino. Ahorita vengo, voy al baño, pero si no se vayan. Tingoriringo, tingorire, tingoriringo, tingorire.
Mira.
Oh, vamos, raza, vete a alguien.
Perra.
¿Qué pasó?
No se ve. No
¿Qué?
sale.
¿Qué pasó?
Se atoró.
¿Quién se atoró, güey? Ah. Tingoriringo, tingorire. Órale, órale, Raúl, aquí te esperamos, Aquí te esperamos, Raúl. A ver. ¿Cómo se llaman estos lentes para la computadora y aquí? ¿Eh? ¿Cómo se llaman? I mean, no hay como un... Ya lo acepté este vato, ¿por qué no me aparece aquí? No me aparece. Blue light glasses. Blue light. Ok. Ahí está Raúl. Tingolilingo, tingorere, tingoriringo, tingorere. Ahí está, vámonos. Como que sí me están gustando estos lentes, Tingoriringo, tingorere. Jackie, you need
Check
that
your
open?
gear and weapons. We go soon.
Do you need that open or what? Gíralo.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Ajá, los menos huevos de él, güey. Le di los menos
Enemy
pinches
soldier
panates.
incoming. Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
Le di los menos tanates al güey.
Battle Royale. Mark a drop point for your team. You'll
Okay.
lead them in. Be advised, gas is closing in.
¿Dónde pon la
Proceed to the
marca?
safe zone.
Vamos a girar.
That's our drop zone. Get ready.
Vamos a ver el Rain. ¿Qué onda tú, Raúl? ¿Qué pedo, güey? Tengo el lingot.
Va.
Raúl.
Se lo mando, mano.
¿Cómo andas, perro?
¿Qué onda?
Eliminate all targets in the AO. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Enemy UAV overhead.
Ahí está uno, cuidado. Agua.
No, me llegaron entre dos, güey.
Ahí va, ¿a qué lado?
Me llegaron entre dos. Órale, corazón, me dio por arriba el güey.
You're in the gulag now.
¿Ya para qué dices, güey? Ya dices con esto, ya me estaban matando, güey.
Time for a fight. Daunting your enemy is an effective way to get inside their heads. So is a
Hey.
well-placed rock. The fight has begun.
Dele, güey.
You're up next. Get ready. Win this fight and you
Ahora sí,
return
sigo
to the
yo,
front
sigo yo.
line. But if you lose, you're done. Your teammate lost the fight. Now they return to base. Beat them down or capture the objective. You're going back to the front line. You earned it.
Tengo el lingot. Hey, Juando. ¿Finna play o? Juando Pérez. Listen, ¿Dónde está el perro?
Got gas moving in. Your teammate has failed. They're returning to base. Last chance. Kill or be killed.
Yo como que había escuchado a alguien aquí, güey. No, es que aquí no era, ¿eh? The smell. Don't you smell the smell? The smell like olives. Oh. Hey, wait, get back. Ooh. Ahora sí. Ya puedo comprar uno. ¿Dónde está la otra? Escucho otra caja que por aquí, pero no la encuentro. Ahí está. ¿A quién compro? ¿A quién compro? ¿A quién compro? Volada.
Vendor here if you need equipment.
¿Nadie quiere jugar o qué?
Aid station marked. I'll drive. I'll drive.
Come on, Juan, jump on, bro. Shit. Para jugar quads ahorita. Me faltan 400 para comprar el otro,
Time is running out. Get to the target area.
Moving.
Ok, voy a cambiar mejor este botón. Mira, voy a poner el botón aquí, el mapa.
I'll drive.
Hey, Uri, what's up, bro?
Friendly drop back on the way.
I'll drive.
Gas is inbound.
Súbete,
Marking
papá.
the safe zone.
Me voy. Espérate, me faltó algo. Uno.
I'll drive.
¿No tengo dinero para comprar a este vato? Le dije a Uri, gracias por compartir, Uri. Le dije a Uri que regreso a jugar a PUBG cuando me gane, güey. Está bien, ¿no? Es una buena... ¿Cómo dice? ¡Ay, güey! Mami. Se me explotó la verga. Busca dinero, güey, para comprar a ese compa.
Simón, ya está. Eso andamos.
Ok.
Contract failed. Your time is up.
Estos pinches lentes como que están buenos, pero como que me siento raro. No miro bien. O me tengo que imponer. Ok, ya lo completé.
Hostile dropping into the area.
Gente,
Watch
papu,
the
gente,
skies.
papu, gente, papu.
Gas is inbound. Enemy team is tracking your position.
There's an aid station here.
Ya me tenían localizado los culos. ¡Hombre! Ahí está, viene, chígalo. ¡No, güey! Pinche ma. No mames. No, hombre, güey, este vato, güey.
We lost that one. We'll come back.
Ay, güey. Está viendo que me acaba de tumbar, güey. No mames, güey. No mames, negrete. Ay, 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 ay. Hombre. Uh. Yo pensé que ya no jugaba Uri aquí. Don't you smell the smell? Juan, ¿vas a jugar o qué, perro?
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
¿Vas a jugar para salirme?
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Yo tengo ganas de comprar una pistola, güey, pero me da miedo comprar una pinche pistola.
Enough training. Now we face the enemy for real.
Me da miedo traer una pinche pistola, güey, porque después me dan... Me imagino que me van a hacer enojar y... Oh, iba a cambiar los botones, ¿verdad? A ver, los botones... Shortcuts... El mapa lo voy a poner... Aquí... Ping lo voy a poner...
Battle Royale.
Aquí. Está.
Set a trap point for your team.
Ahora sí, vamos a...
Gas is approaching your position.
Vámonos, de volada, a ver qué... ¡Vámonos!
You're clear to engage all targets.
Aquí tenemos la tienda, pero no tenemos dinero. Apagué esa tarjeta. Oh, es para ir a... Allá, ¿no? A la cuevilla, ¿no? Parece. Don't you smell the smell? No, güey, aquí anda el Plug y Raúl, más que no hablan. Les comió la lengua a los ratones, yo creo. Son tímidos como el Uri, yo creo, ¿eh? Ya saben, raza, hay que juntar $10,000 para comprar las pistolas de volada, ¿eh?
Body armor here.
Y lo que, Uri, ¿cómo andas o qué, perro? ¿Cómo andas en el... ¿Ya no vas al gym?
Gas is inbound.
Hey, Luteni, vámonos porque viene el gas,
I will drive it. I'll take this one.
Raúl, busca dinero, papu.
Be advised, there's an enemy team hunting for you. I'll drive.
Ok, ya vámonos. Júntese, vámonos. Júntese, vámonos. Dame el dinero, avienta el dinero ahí, Raúl.
I'll drive.
Avienta el dinero, papu.
I'd prefer to ride. Going there.
Aviéntalo, güey. Aviéntalo, güey. ¿Dónde está?
I'm going.
No, hombre, ya nos van a matar.
Spare cash over here.
Aviéntalo el dinero tú, pinche plug. Ok, alguien, tráigase el carro. Tráigase el carro a alguien de volada.
I'll drive.
De volada, vámonos. Agarren sus armas para irnos. ¿Cómo se llama?
I'll ride and you'll come.
Fuga.
Moving.
Ok, pónganse listos que viene el gas,
Enemies in the area!
I'll drive. You're safe. You lost the enemy trackers.
Ahí se queda, ya me voy.
I'll drive.
I'll take this one. I will come along.
Don't you smell the smell?
Got the drop bag inbound. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Que hay gente enfrente,
Enemy UAV overhead.
Ahí tienen que agarrar el Ghost ese. Ahorita ustedes, Si traen Ghost, ahí lo agarran y ya están listos. Vámonos.
I'll drive.
All right. I will come along.
Gas is closing in.
Don't you smell the smell?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Ah, bueno, por aquí va a haber gente,
Get to the safe zone. Enemy UAV overhead.
Pónganse. Pónganse verga, pónganse verga. ¡Oh! Busquen dinero para comprar más un UAV, perros. Busquen dinero, busquen dinero, busquen dinero. Money, 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 money. Money, money. Oh, shit. Salta afuera. No puede subir, ¿eh? Dame el dinero que traigan, güey, para comprar un UAV. Avienten el dinero por ahí. Aviéntalo, 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 aviéntalo.
Spare cash over here.
I'll drive.
I'd prefer to ride. All right.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Márcame otra tienda, güey, que no sea como para acá para donde vamos, márcame una tienda. Oh, aquí está, aquí está, aquí está.
Vendor here. Goodbye.
Ok, ustedes no entren, ustedes quédense aquí afuera. Vámonos.
I'll drive.
I'd prefer to ride. The seat's for me.
Enemy UAV overhead. Most wanted targets neutralized. Well done.
I'll drive. I will come along.
Pónganse listos,
I'll
guys.
take the wheel.
Alguien venga por mí. No mames, ustedes se quedan ahí arriba. Ahí tienen uno acá al frente, güey. No mames, güey. Seas mamón, güey. Ay, ay, ay.
This is the Gulag. Survive and you can redeploy. You must wait for now.
According to a report that's are looking for a way to sever their ties to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, who owes Deutsche Bank, by the way, $340 million. And that debt is coming soon rather quickly. And according to the report,
Win here and you
if
return
he
to the
is
front
unable
line.
to pay
You
that
lose,
debt when
your
it
fight is
comes
over.
due after he leaves office,
Beat them down
they
or
could
capture the
easily start
objective.
seizing his assets. And I'm going to get more to that in just a moment and explain why that's a very likely scenario. But first, why does Deutsche Bank want to not give Donald Trump a continuance? Why do they want to get their money back and
Front line, you earned it.
well, according to the officials from the bank, they're tired of the scrutiny of the bank. They're tired of the negative publicity. And, more importantly, they're tired of Congress knocking on their doors and investigating. They'd rather that stuff kind of go away. And maybe if they stop doing business with Donald Trump, maybe Congress isn't going to come sniffing around as much. Believe it or not, folks, those congressional investigations are, in fact, something
Gas
that
is closing in.
why they want to cut ties with them, because they don't want to deal with Congress. Now, to me, when you have a body like a bank, like Deutsche Bank, that, by the way, has been found guilty of criminal conduct in the past, they've paid massive fines for it. But when they're like, hey, Congress, we really don't want you sniffing around our files anymore, so if we get rid of him, will you stop? That, to me, is a good indication that, you know what, you probably need to dig into other things, too, because it's probably not just Donald Trump. Maybe, based on what we've seen from quite literally every
Vamos a
other
ver
major
qué
bank in the
pedo.
United States,
Ay, 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 ay.
maybe that's why they don't want files and through their records and all of that, because you're going to find more bad things.
Vamos a ver.
So Congress,
Ya tengo mucho
if
que no me
you're
meto al
listening,
PUBG móvil, güey.
please make sure that you do not relent with Deutsche Bank. It doesn't matter if they cut ties with Trump. This has nothing to do with Trump. If there's criminal activity taking place at this increasingly nervous bank, I'd say that warrants a little bit of an investigation, wouldn't you? Now, as to the seizing of Trump's assets, because I'm sure that's what everybody's waiting with bated breath to hear about, right? You want to know how this affects the Orange Man. Well, here it is. What's Donald Trump's number one industry that he's in? Real estate. When you're in real estate, you typically do not have a lot of cash on hand,
Ay, güey,
as
¿qué
your
hice?
cash is tied up in these real estate investments. Now, you get lots of cash on hand, obviously,
Oh,
when they
shit.
sell.
¿Qué hice? ¿Qué hice? ¿Qué hice? ¿Qué hice?
But if nothing's selling, or if you're in the hotel industry and
Uh-oh.
say we're
¿Qué
in the
bajó?
middle of a pandemic and
pasó
nobody's
aquí, güey?
traveling, you don't have that cash. So then the bank says, well, we're gonna have to take your stuff.
Deja empezarlo otra vez.
Again,
No sé por qué se diría el audio.
stuff is real estate. That's the stuff they take. So Deutsche Bank could very well, instead of going in and taking the golden toilet, they could just start taking Trump properties. And if you think that that's out of the realm of possibility, don't forget Panama, when they found out he was cheating them and screwing them over, and they kicked his ass out and unceremoniously went out there with a crowbar and pried the Trump name off the outside of the building. It's possible, and it's been done before. What a fitting end to the Trump story too, right? I mean, obviously they're not going to seize all the properties he has, but they have rights to take a couple maybe to pay off that massive
Let's
debt.
go.
And if they genuinely want Congress to stop sniffing around on them, and Trump doesn't have the money to pay off that loan immediately, rest assured that is exactly what they're already thinking of doing. And we know that because that is what they've already told reporters.
Uh-oh.
Scandals. Every president's had one. But while most presidents are only known for one big scandal, Donald Trump has truly changed the game. And that's why The Daily Show will be counting down Donald Trump's 100 most tremendous scandals.
President Trump expressed interest in buying Greenland.
And he went out and bought a big yacht. And he had a very interesting life. I won't go any more than that because you're Boy Scouts, so I'm not going to tell you what he did.
The price tag for President Trump's July 4th salute to America is more than $5.3 million.
Members at Mar-a-Lago are influencing how President Trump runs the Department of Veterans Affairs.
I gave him the kind of funeral that he wanted. I didn't get thank you. That's okay. He's looking down. He'd be so.
Appearing to push aside the Prime Minister of Montenegro to get in front for a photo op.
Banning
residents from enrolling in trusted...
Enemy incoming. Weapons ready.
Ooh.
Reloading.
¿Qué onda, Sergio? Oh my God. Sergio Segovia. Oh. Oh shit, no se ve, ¿verdad? Vamos a ver. ¿Cómo le hice ahorita para que se mirara? Se volvió como le hizo para que se mirara. A ver, espérame. No me acuerdo cómo le dice, güey. Siempre batallo así a veces. Vamos a ver. Ah. A ver. Vamos a ver la colita. Che, madre, no sé cómo le hice ahorita para que jalara este pedo. Ok. A ver, déjame cerrar esto de aquí. Lo voy a volver a agregar. Ok. Vamos a ver si jala ya. A ver. Nope. Oh my God. ¿Cómo me cae mal batallar con ese pedo? Okay.
They're not going to discuss it with me.
That's right. Trump would part with his precious businesses, and his only consolation? Not having to talk to his sons. But much like those folders, Trump's promise proved to be empty.
The president-elect has decided he will not sell his assets or place them in a blind trust.
That's where things get conflicts of interest.
As president, he's been steering government money to his own companies for the entire time. And that
no hay pedo, Raúl, no más que...
He spends nearly every weekend, as you know, at one of his golf clubs. Secret Service, they don't stay
no hay pedo, güey, tú échale ganas. Okay. Es que este pedo a veces no jala, güey. Es lo que me cae mal. O a lo mejor si cierro esta madre y no la abro, ahora sí. A ver.
According to Eric Trump, who is officially running the family business while daddy focuses on the good of the country, the Trump organization only charges the Secret Service,
we charge them like, $50.
Like $50 a night for a hotel room. But according to the receipts, the real bill is more than $650.
Estoy escuchando las noticias mientras hago jalar este pedo, güey. Pero no entiendo. Ahí está, ya jaló. Ya jaló, ya. Yay. Ya jaló. Ok, ahora sí. Vámonos. Me gusta escuchar las noticias mientras juego aquí, güey. Vámonos. Ahora sí, let's go.
Foreign governments and corporations are greasing the Trump's palms.
Oye, puro pinche Trump, puro pinche Trump. Ya quiero que se salga ese güey de la White House.
Trump isn't the only one winning here. The president's financial entanglements with foreign governments have given Americans something better than money. The opportunity to learn what the emoluments clause is.
Emolument is basically a payment.
Yes, according to so-called lawyers familiar with the so-called Constitution, receiving money or gifts from foreign...
Así.
Can you just pop George up one more second? I feel like we haven't looked at that, and I just want to see what's...
Vamos a ver qué Pedro.
All right. That margin just over 1,000 votes.
Jeez.
And again,
Unbelievable.
Just so you know, we think there's 8,000 vote by mails out there, approximately, maybe less.
Ahora sí, vamos a ver.
A maximum of another 8,000 military overseas ballots that have to be in. I don't know if it's 5 p.m. today, but have to arrive today. I assume 5 p.m. most states.
Aquí este mapa me gusta,
Their day, 5 p.m. a business day. That we don't think there's going to be all 8,000.
Oh.
One projection I saw said, don't be surprised if it's less
Se me
than
olvidó
half
abrir
of
esa
the
madre,
8,000
güey.
ballots that get returned on time. And you can't assume those are all the military and overseas
Ahí
ballots
está.
are going to somehow lean one party or the other. This is rank and file military. You don't know if they grew up in Fulton County or if they grew up in Republican County, right? So you just don't know. The point is, this is margin of error stuff. I think maximum neither candidate could have a lead more than maybe 3,000 or 4,000 votes.
That's recount territory there.
Easily recount territory. By the way, the question is, do you ask for the recount if you can't get to 270? So, I don't assume there's going to be a recount here.
Well, except for that, it hasn't every signal been from the Trump campaign is a scorched earth legal strategy.
So just do everything
We're gonna
anyway?
hit it everywhere we can. And I mean, that makes sense. They got to take their shots where they can get them and hope that it all adds up to something.
It does. The only question that I have about that is we're heading for a pair of recounts in Georgia in the Senate races that will likely determine control of the chamber. And so that means there's a lot on the line. If they were to do a recount that were to adjust that race so that it could go one or the other direction, there's a risk for either candidate in asking for that. And David Perdue, the senator in Georgia, is actually very close to President Trump, so I'm sure that they're talking about it.
But just to be clear, and correct me if I'm wrong, if the president were to pursue a recount in Georgia, that doesn't mean that the Senate races get recounted too.
Not necessarily. That's right. So all I'm saying is that I think there will be coordination on that, and there will be a major push from Republicans to make sure that the Georgia results are not unnecessarily called into question. That makes sense.
Oh my God, salieron todos por aquí, ¿viste?
Machines and run it all through again. Is
Son
that
of a
a
bitch.
question for Chuck? When they do a recount, what do they do? They
Well,
just
there's
run it
two
all
types of, and this is the other thing. You're going to hear recanvass, and sometimes you'll get this where they're just going to double check the math. They don't look through all the ballots individually.
Ooh.
Then you're going to hear a phrase called manual recounts. Okay, there's a recount where you double check the numbers, you double check machines. Each individual machine has a vote total in. You do all of that. You make sure those machines are calibrated. There's that type of recount, and then there could be this next level detail of a recount. And states store the ballots in case somebody has a recount. And in fact, I saw one of our pictures of the warehouse that's holding all of these ballots. I think it was in Arizona, where after they process them, it's not like they throw the ballots away, because again, you might have to go back through them ballot by ballot. So the point is that there's different flavors of recounts, if you will. There's an extreme hand recount that could take days or weeks, and then which a state is the size of Pennsylvania. We all went through Florida. That was 3-4 weeks at a time. You had counties struggling to make deadlines that took 10 days to hand recount. Most of those counties didn't hit those deadlines.
Remember the hanging chads?
Yeah, the state of Pennsylvania. The good news is I don't think we have a chat issue. You have the naked ballot issue on vote by mail, but apparently that turned out not to be a huge problem. I've heard there weren't too many quote-unquote naked ballots.
Since it's almost 10:30 on Friday, anything new in North Carolina? Are they counting?
No, in fact, what I could basically tell about North Carolina is they're going to wait till November 12th. It's not clear. There might be. We'll see what the provisionals are. You've got some of these that you can. Your ballot You can return your ballot and it can count as long as it returns by November 12th. This is a reminder, every state has a different set of deadlines. 76,000 votes. There may not even be another additional 80,000, but the problem is we don't know that yet. And
behind the scenes, the Democrats are they think North Carolina's
They think North Carolina is lost, and that Tom Tillis, the Republican senator there, will pull it.
that is, I don't see how Tillis, like that, we're the math there.
Pretty much with that, yeah.
Biden could shrink the margin to as low as put it in recount territory, but again, you ask for a recount if it doesn't have any impact on 2 seconds.
Well, you know, we love our 50 states in D.C., and they have 50 different rules for recounts and 50 different deadlines, so...
I did have a military veteran friend of mine that says, so basically, if I'm in the military and I live in one state, my voting rights are a bit more expansive than if I live in another state. He's like, that doesn't seem fair. Constitutional law professor?
Well, we're out of time. Let's take a pause right here. We'll reset in a moment. Stand by.
Perro. Okay, vámonos.
Christy Nome right now. You just heard Governor Cuomo right there. Governor Nome, thanks for joining us this morning. COVID is rising in your state as well. Cases are up, hospitalizations are up, deaths are up. Are you prepared to work with President Biden to get it under control?
Well, it is a regional increase that we're seeing. We are testing more. Frankly, Cuomo, he has the second worst death rate per 100,000 people in this nation. He's at 173 deaths per 100,000 per capita. South Dakota's at 54. I appreciated that President Trump gave us the flexibility to do the right thing in our state, and we'll continue to do that. He let me do my job. But the other thing that I think is going on here, George, is that this is all premature. This is a premature conversation because we have not finished counting votes. There are states that have not been called. And back in 2000, Al Gore was given his day in court. We should give President Trump his day in court, let the process unfold. Because, George, we live in a republic. We are a government that gets its power from the consent of the governed. That is the people. They give their consent on election day. Election day needs to be fair, honest, and transparent. And we need to be sure that we had an honest election before we decide who gets to be in the White House.
Governor Nome, do you have any evidence that it wasn't an honest election? You heard about a tweet earlier this week saying it was rigged. Do you have any evidence at all of widespread fraud? I've spoken with Republican secretaries of state in Georgia, in Arizona. I've spoken with Republican officials across the country. They have come up with zero evidence of widespread fraud.
And that is not true. That is absolutely not true. People have signed legal documents, affidavits stating that they saw illegal activities, and that is why we need to have this conversation in court. The New York Times itself said that there were clerical errors. If you look at what happened in Michigan,
fraud, Governor,
that we had computer glitches that changed Republican votes to Democrat votes. You look in Pennsylvania, dead people voted in Pennsylvania. So, George, I don't know how widespread it is. I don't know if it'll change the outcome of the election. But why is everybody so scared just to have a fair election and find out? We gave Al Gore 37 days to run the process before we decided who was going to be president. Why would we not afford the 70.6 million Americans that voted for President Trump the same consideration? If Joe Biden really wants to unify this country, he would wait and make sure that we can prove we had a fair election.
Governor Nome, Al Gore was behind by about 500 votes in one state, Florida. Joe Biden is ahead in all the close states by multiples. 10,000 votes in Georgia, 27,000 votes in Nevada, almost 20,000 votes in Arizona, more than 30,000 votes in Pennsylvania. That is not close. That is not within the margin that elections are usually turned around on.
And many more states are in play this time around. And that's what I think is interesting, is this declaration from some individuals saying
Te está jugando puro...
it simply wasn't.
¿Cómo se dice? Multiplayer, güey. Nomás voy a practicar un rato más.
George, is that we don't break this country. When you break the process on which we elect our leaders, you will break America forever. So this isn't just about this election. This is about every election in the future. And the fact that the American people, the everyday people who get up and work hard, that are suffering through this pandemic, that have tragically lost family members, that they need to know at least America still functions and we care about doing things right.
It starts with providing evidence. You still have not provided that. I'm afraid we're out of time today. Governor Noem, thanks for your time.
Pinche hija loca.
Let the process work and we will.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to read a statement about a video that I'm sure some of you have seen circulating about an election worker that was over at State Farm. I personally spoke to him, and the state election board had a monitor over there to witness the whole thing. But we conducted a review of the video that was uploaded to Twitter, which featured a poll worker assigned to work in absentee ballot processing. According to the video, the worker has been accused of discarding a ballot assigned while being assigned to operating one of the 5 ballot cutting machines. These devices are used to cut the envelopes so that you can then separate the outer envelope from the inner envelope. It's been questioned whether the poll worker featured in the video was discarding one of those ballots. The answer is no, undeniably no. At no time was the poll worker able to extract a ballot. I operated one of those machines. Only thing you do at that station is separating the envelopes and cutting them. The ballot extraction happens at the next stage of the process. And ballot extraction only occurs with the workers who are assigned to those sorting units. After review of the footage, I contact. He is currently in hiding because he's had threats. He's had to shut down all of his social media, and they know all of his personal information was released. Personally, I think it's shameful. He was merely discarding a list of instructions that had been put into one of the envelopes. It was taken and uploaded to Twitter by an individual in the absentee ballot processing area, and that has now resulted in someone having to leave his house and go stay with friends. He's afraid to drive his car because the information about his car and his license plate is out. The release of the video to believe the worker was agitated, which resulted in the worker crumbling and discarding a ballot. However, one thing that you need to know is that those ballots are 8.5 by 19 inches long. No time did you see him extract anything from the envelope, and that crumpled piece of paper they were instructions, and it was a smaller piece of paper. Voters often include lists of instructions, like the one discarded in the primary absentee ballot envelope, when submitting their ballots in the mail and or drop boxes. And he was one of the workers that we had who trained everyone how to use those cutting machines because he was very good at it, and he was the fastest one. We depended on him, and he's no longer out there right now.
Enemy at the bridge.
So I told him, I expressed my sorrow in that all of this has happened to him, simply for wanting to be an election worker and doing nothing but a good job.
Oh, que la ver.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.
I'm taking fire!
Enemy cruise missile.
Enemy at the bridge.
Tell me, Mary, you know your uncle perhaps better than anyone else.
Mataban a nadie, güey.
What's going through his mind? What's he doing right now in that building behind us?
Hey, not to put too fine a point on it, he's freaking out. He is in a unique position. He is, for the first time in his life, faced with an undeniable loss, out of which nobody can help him. Nobody's going to buy him out of it, nobody's going to cheat him out of it, and nobody is going to use their connections to get him out of it. So he is facing something that is utterly intolerable for him, and I think we see that playing out in his desperation and the desperation of his surrogates.
We've talked a lot in the past about his fear of failure because of his father. Is that fear of failure now haunting him?
Reloading.
Well, that's a huge part of it, and we have to remember that it's not simply that he's losing. It's that the Republicans gained seats in the House, and it looks like the Republicans might hang on to the Senate, which means that it's a repudiation only of him, and that's going to make him even angrier.
So it's personal.
Absolutely, it's personal, and there's no spinning away from that, as it looks like Vice President Biden's lead continues to increase, not just in the popular vote, but potentially in the Electoral College vote as well.
Right there.
Enemy cruise missile.
And assuming for a minute that he is going to lose this election, that the numbers pan out as we've all been predicting in the last 24 hours or so, do you think there will be a scintilla of regret in your uncle's mind about the kind of things that he said all along, from the very beginning of the Bertha campaign to, you know, being rude about the late John McCain, to even what he said last night about stealing the election?
No, there won't be any regret whatsoever, because that would suggest that he can acknowledge that he's done something wrong, which he cannot do. So we're in for a very difficult 76-day period. I have no doubt in my mind there will be legal challenges, which will most likely go nowhere, which will increase his levels of anger. I'm afraid also that we'll probably be seeing people abandoning him, which will also increase his levels of anger. So he can continue to do a lot of damage, even though when and if Vice President Biden becomes President-elect Biden, he still has the power of the presidency for the next 76 days, and we need to be prepared for anything that he might have in mind, because one thing that's really important to remember about Donald, if he thinks he's going down, he's going to try to take the rest of us down with him.
Are you serious?
Well, of course I'm serious. We saw that last night at 7 o'clock Eastern time. He gave a speech in which he essentially told people that the legitimacy of the United States elections could not be trusted. This is the man in the Oval Office. This is the most powerful person in the country.
Ya, vale, madre, ahora voy a comer algo.
The leader of the country telling people that we cannot trust the vote, which